Science fiction has correctly predicted many modern technologies and scientific discoveries. It also reflected many astronomical theories precisely. The emphasis lies on many, though, because some fabrications still in use today are completely false. So we looked at these myths and compiled a list of the top 5 misconceptions about space found in science fiction. Number 5. Artificial gravity at the push of a button. Who doesn't know this scene? The gravity in the space station has been turned off and our hero now has to find the button to turn it back on. Sounds like he's in a tight spot, right? Well, actually, artificial gravity doesn't work like that. You need a rotation so that the people are pushed outward, like in a big centrifuge, kind of like in the movie Elysium. So, unless your space wheel stops spinning and that button turns the spinning back on, our hero's pretty screwed. Number 4. Blazing hot meteorites. Let's pretend some big explosion happened up in space. Pieces scatter and fly everywhere, and some of the tiny shards make it to our own Earth. Would it be hot as soon as it reached the ground? The answer is no. Yes, of course, as soon as it gets through our atmosphere, it will have warmed up, but it spent so much time in the coldness of our universe, which, in fact, is approximately 2 degrees above absolute zero, which is freezing. So, as soon as it comes to our Earth, it would be pretty lukewarm, actually. You could pick it up and nothing would happen. You wouldn't burn, and, of course, you wouldn't get frostbite either. Number 3. Densely packed asteroid belts. We all remember the scene in a lot of sci-fi movies and series where the spaceship has to go through the dangerous asteroids. They are so closely clumped up that the spaceship can barely make it through without touching any asteroid. In reality, this would never happen. When you look at an asteroid belt, the closest distance between two asteroids is about 1 million kilometers, or 620. Because our asteroid belt is so sparse, it is really hard to accidentally hit another one, unless you accidentally travel for 324 days, that is. Number 2. Sound in space. Sound in space will never happen. Reason being, sound is produced by sound waves, which are vibrating waves that need to travel through solid liquid or gas to reach our ears so we can hear stuff. In space, there is nothing for the sound waves to pass through. Therefore, anything that explodes in space will be great, but there will not be any kind of noise included. And last but not least, number 1, death by space. Death in space is very theatric, and oftentimes bloody. In reality, you neither blow up nor freeze to death or anything else that spectacular. In order to freeze, there would have to be something that absorbs your heat, and as previously mentioned, space is empty. And you won't blow up either because, believe it or not, your skin is tough enough to contain the pressure your body exerts to counterbalance the vacuum of space. Your body is a closed system, so everything will stay inside. Well, except for the things that are on the far edge of your body, like the veins in your eyes, for example, which might pop, the air in your lungs, which will be sucked out, and your poop. That will be sucked out too. So back to the lungs. Since there's no air in them, there's no air that can go into your brain, so you pass out and end up suffocating. We have first-hand knowledge of this because in 1965, a test subject was exposed to a near vacuum in the now renamed Johnson Space Center in Texas. From this experience, we know that approximately 30 seconds in space would probably not harm you. Little side note, the effects of scuba diving are probably pretty similar to what that man experienced back in 1965. So if you have scuba diving experience, become an astronaut. That's a job that'll suit you. So there you have it, the top 5 misconceptions about space found in science fiction. I hope you enjoyed it.